G'day, it's Richard Fields here from African Family Safaris. And I've been actually wanting to start doing this video blogging for a while, just every day talking about safari, talking about different things, different topics. And this is my first one. I've kind of been procrastinating about it for a while, but here we go. It's all going to be fairly unscripted, off the cuff. And the first thing I wanted to talk about today is how long people should go on safari for. It's one of the major questions. If we're going to go, how long should we go for that we actually make it really good? And people are often surprised when I tell them, look, 7 to 10 days on safari, if you're doing it well, is plenty. Often people have a look at itineraries, or they get given itineraries by safari companies, or a safari company puts together an itinerary, and they feel that in order to sell that safari, they need to put every single destination on that safari. And so you find it goes for 3 weeks and it's hitting every single place that you can imagine. And so it ticks all the boxes. And so people think, okay, well, it's a good experience for the money. I'm getting to see all these places. And along the way, we'll see the animals. And I guess, there's an element of, Africa is a place that often is just a once in a lifetime experience. And so therefore, if you get to see those places, that's great. But what that does is it heavily dilutes the safari experience. It takes away a lot of the quality. You end up having a lot of average experiences and ticking a lot of boxes, not feeling all that excited, not feeling all that great. It's like, okay, yeah, that's good. Next. And then away you go, and you don't take anything away from Africa with you. You don't leave a piece of yourself in Africa either. And so what I recommend people do is that they take whatever budget they have. Let's say they've got a budget of $10,000 per person for the time on the ground in Africa. And instead of trying to spend that in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, better to do that 10 days to 2 weeks with 7 to 10 days, very high quality safari experience, not bouncing around maybe 2 to 3 camps tops. And if you do this and you're spending 2, 3, 4 nights in camps in really good areas with good guides and good safari people, I tell you what, the experiences are phenomenal. And you're opening yourself up to huge potential. If you stay in the one area for long enough, then you stand a really good chance of seeing something exceptional. When you bounce around, it often works out that you don't. The other thing that happens when you spend 3 to 4 nights in a camp is that you start getting familiar with it. The staff get to know you. You start to get to know them. You start becoming part of the furniture. You feel like you can put your feet up and relax. That you're part of the furniture. You're part of the family, and that's wonderful. But the other thing that happens is that you start recognizing the little curves in the road. You start recognizing the early morning bird song and the calls, and it starts feeling like home. And that's really this is when Africa seeps in under your skin, and it doesn't have to take a long time. I generally recommend 7 to 10 days. Anything shorter than that is fine. You can do it in shorter periods of time if you have to, but that's the amount of time. 7 days is generally the amount of time where you can really immerse yourself and lose yourself in Africa. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to really good safari areas, you might not have any connection on your cell phone. You can just put your phone, your iPad away. A lot of people complain about that, but I tell you what, it's the best thing for safari experience. If you really want a great safari experience, go somewhere where there's no Wi-Fi, no cell phone reception, and immerse yourself for 7 to 10 days in great wildlife experiences. And you will come away a slightly different person. You'll be looking at your life differently. When you get back home, things will look a little bit different. And that's the power of a great safari. So I think just to finish up, think about your budget, whatever your budget happens to be, and I'd compact that into the most remarkable experiences that you can get. So go for a shorter time and get more remarkable, like get more bang for your buck, rather than stretching it out and having a lot of average experiences over a longer period of time. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. My email address is richard@africanfamilysafaris.com. Feel free to email me with any questions that you might have, or leave some comments in the Facebook post on African Family Safaris, on the African Family Safaris page. And if you're thinking about taking your family on safari, I would love to help. Definitely get in touch, and I'd be happy to chat, just offer advice if you're looking to head over in the next 12 to 18 months. One of the other posts I'm going to be doing in the next couple of days is when you should be looking to book. It's another really important question, to give yourself enough time to have the best experience possible. All right, so thanks very much for your time today, and I look forward to chatting to you again soon.